appreciation total would be 62,875. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Humberto Lemus, and today's video we're going to be going over some useful information for first-time home buyers. We're going to be comparing buying a house now versus buying a house in the future. So make sure to stick around and watch to the end if you're a first-time home buyer that has been stuck on the fence between buying a house right now with current interest rates that can seem a little bit high, or holding off to the future. Make sure to like and subscribe. So now let's get into the video. Okay, so as you can see right here in front of me, I have my calculator, which we're gonna be going over two examples, and it's gonna be comparing buy now versus buy later. And we're gonna be comparing to home buyers that are interested in buying a home in Delano, California, and those of you home buyers that are looking into Bakersfield, California. So first, the first option that we're gonna be doing is gonna be in Delano, California. And so here for the home price, I'm gonna be putting the home price, the median home price of homes being sold in Delano. And that price is around $335,000. So let's go ahead and put that in here. And then up next is going to be the down payment. So right here, we're just going to go with the example, right? If you qualify for an FHA loan, which is usually around 3.5% for FHA loans. You can also do, if you qualify for conventional, you can do about 3% on conventional. So we'll put that. And then next for the interest rate here, we'll leave it at 6.5. And we're gonna crunch up the numbers, compute here. And so as we see right here, we have the purchase price right for Delano, California homes at $335,000. So the loan amount would be $323,275. So now right here, you can see your monthly payments, right? Which the monthly payments for a property like this is going to be $2,708. You can see and compare everything. It breaks it down for you here. Your principal and your interest, which is going to be $2,043. And then your property taxes, which is going to be for things such as the school, roads, police departments, and the fire department, right? Which that is about in California from 1% to 1.25%. So for taxes, again, it's going to be $341. And then the insurance is going to be $98. Which is going to be covering you for like stuff, right? For fire, in case of a fire on your home, and other stuff like theft or wind, just depending on the insurance that you get. And then your principal, your private mortgage insurance. The private mortgage insurance is going to be $226,000. Which you're gonna have to get since the down payment that you're putting is gonna be lower than 20%. So lenders do require that if your down payment is lower than 20%. However, if you added the 20% down payment here, right, instead of 3.5, then it would save you up the private mortgage insurance, which would save you $226. So it just depends if you're able to do that down payment, if you want to do it, or if you don't want to do it. But yeah, it can definitely save you a month, right? $226, but it just depends from buyer to buyer. And then now we're going here to bring to close. So bringing to close is going to be about $22,728 that you're thinking about, that you're going to be bringing to close, right? So the down payment that you're gonna be looking at is gonna be about 11,725. Prepaids are gonna be 3,595. So these are items paid in advance at closing. Some examples are initial home insurance premiums and daily interest before first mortgage payments. Also initial property taxes reserves. Next is gonna be fixed costs, which is gonna be 7,408. So these are closing costs that are done. So typical items would be something like escrow fees, title insurance, recording fees, lender fees, credit report, and also appraisal and notary fees. So next, let's continue on to here, right? Which I want to show you this important part, which is the appreciation, right? And we're gonna be comparing once again buying now versus buying later, right? And here we pull up this chart. So let's start from year one, right? Let's say that you get this home in year one, right? After year one passes towards the end, right? Your appreciation rate, as you can see, it's about 3.5% in 1 year. So total appreciation that you're seeing for that year is gonna be about 11,725. So let's go down right here and we see right here more data analysis, right? And we see that the expert predict this in about like 12 months, right? So all these banks and Fannie Mae, they're predicting, right, that your property is gonna be appreciating at 3.5%. And then if we go further right here, so Fannie Mae 5 years forecast, right? And then right here, we can see that the home that you purchased at $335,000, that same home would be worth $383,822 5 years from now. So that's why it's really important, right? Like, I want to give you this information because right now your mind, you know, like you see this information and really this has really changed your perspective, right? Of like either waiting a little bit or buying now. So you can see that if you wait like 5 years from now, right, that same property that you would be buying, it would appreciate to this amount. So the property, if you hold off and buy it till 5 years from now, you're gonna be paying this much compared to today's price, right, which would be $335,000. So let's go on to, let's see, we continue on here, year two. You can just see that it continues appreciating, right? So let's say year 5 we were looking at, right? So total appreciation total would be 62,875. So if you hold off from buying that property, right, till 5 years from now, so it's gonna be costing you $62,000 more for that same property. And that's why it's really important to take all this into consideration, right? And not be scared of, if you have the means and you're able to qualify right now at the moment, and this is a good, you know, like opportunity to not be scared of like what anybody's telling you. Some people, your family members, might discourage you, or other people that are renting, right, or have not even bought a property, or maybe other friends, family that got an interest rate when interest rates were low, right? 2019 pandemic, we saw interest rates low, and of course everybody that could qualify then, right, they do tell you that to hold off so the interest rate can come lower. But you know, like, we don't have a magic ball, right? Or we can't predict the future, and nobody can. You know, the markets are uncertain, so we can't tell you like precisely when the interest rate might fall. But you know, like if you keep on waiting, well, properties are just going up in appreciation value. So if you have the means to do it and you're able to qualify, it's a good time to buy that property, right? Because it's going to be appreciating, as you can see right here. I already gave you the charts and the numbers that this respectable companies, right, the experts are predicting that there's going to be still like a steady increase from year to year. You can see right here the 5-year forecast from Fannie Mae, 2026 prediction all the way to 2023, right? And that's from the experts. And so now let's go back and check out, let's do the same thing, but for the median house price that we're gonna be looking at now is gonna be for Bakersfield. And so the median house price for Bakersfield, we're seeing about $418,000 for the home price. And same thing for you too, buyers that are looking for properties in Bakersfield. Now let's compute those numbers here, and you can see for those same calculations that we did on that property, monthly payments, you're gonna be seeing around $3,379. So your principal and insurance is gonna be $2,550. Your taxes, once again in California, it's about 1% to 1.25% for property taxes that we usually see here. And then the insurance is going to be $122. The private mortgage insurance is going to be $282, because once again, you didn't put the 20% down, and that's why lenders required you to get the private mortgage insurance. But now let's continue here, bringing to close, right, which you can expect on bringing to close about $27,703. The down payment that you would be looking at would be $14,630. The prepaids is going to be $4,486. And fixed costs, you're going to be looking at $8,588. So now let's continue to the appreciation, same thing as we did on the last one. And let's start with year one once again. So in year one, you're going to be expecting total appreciation on that property is going to be $14,630. And once again, it's based on predictions, right? But depending what the market does, it can, because we don't know the future. The market is always up and down, volatile, you know, like there can be a war, maybe interest rates, something happens, right? They go down, they go up. But yeah, so appreciation rate 3.5%. And then, so we'll do again in 5 years, right? Let's see, you're thinking, all right, let me hold off until 5 years, see if the interest rates come down, right? But while you're thinking about interest rates coming down, right, that property already appreciation total value is $78,453. And once again, right, you're just waiting, and it's still waiting on that chance, right, if that interest rates come back down. But now that property, right, that was $418,000 in 5 years, if you hold off, now that same property is going to cost you, and now we have the 5 years here. So now that property that costs you $418,000 roughly in today's market in 5 years, that same property is going to cost you about $496,453, right? So this gives you a really different perspective and idea, right, if you should hold off or not. And like I said, you know, if home buyers have the opportunity right now to qualify and purchase a property, you know, that same property, your total appreciation after 5 years is gonna be this right here, you know, like 78,453. And I just want to give you that information just so you can see, right, like your numbers, and if it's really worth to you to holding off, right, and seeing if the interest rate comes down. But you know, like, you're definitely gonna be missing out on all this potential appreciation value. So don't be afraid, right, of the interest rate is at 6.5. You can also always refinance, right, in the future and get a lower interest rate. And also, like I said, you know, don't let other people scare you off. Other people that maybe are, once again, you know, like renting or haven't even purchased a home, or did purchase a home but they got a low interest rate, right? They're not giving you the whole information, so you're only getting their side of the picture, but they're not giving you this information right here, right? And maybe it's not because they're trying to withhold that information from you, right? But it's just because they haven't got this information taught to them, right? So your property, right, within 5 years, you know, like, interest rates might come down, but once again, you're gonna be getting all this appreciation value, you know, on your property. So that's the information that I have for all of you today. Down below in the comments too, I can also specifically do another form of this for you if you're kind of like wanting like a specific exact price range that you're looking for properties in Delano, surrounding areas in Bakersfield. So you can always send me a comment down below in the description, or you can send me an email. Also, I'll be having all my information down below in the description. You can always also reach out to me, contact me, and I can even set you up, right, with a loan officer that can see your loan options, right? We have VA loans and USDA loans that can also help you out in paying 0% down payment if you qualify for those, or other good options, right, like FHA, conventional, or maybe even down payment assistance, right, if my loan officer can help you out with that. So don't hesitate and feel free to reach out to me. And lastly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.